Next up, Anthony Joshua, his fight with Joseph Parker. Supposedly, this fight's coming close to a deal, like in March or April, and
that's when they're supposed to be fighting.
That's when they're supposed to be actually fighting, yeah. And they said, Anthony Joshua, they said they're ready for this fight because they want another belt. They feel like Joseph Parker, he's being more negotiable with the deals versus Wilder, which I'll get to that in a minute. But Wilder, they first offered Joseph Parker like 30%, while he gets 70%, but then they're trying to get it down to 65-35. That's what Joseph Parker will settle for. He wants to settle for that at least. But they're trying to say that he's being more manageable versus Wilder because Wilder wants 50-50.
Right.
But Wilder and Joseph Parker, I feel like there's a big difference.
I was just about to say,
there's a big
Wilder
difference.
is a star, dude.
Yeah.
Joseph Parker is not a star. That's the difference. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, ain't it?
Yeah, there's a big difference in that because
Joseph Parker is happy to get an Anthony Joshua fight.
Yeah, he's happy to get, as long as he could get more than 30 or more than 25%. He wants at least 40, but 35 he's going to settle for.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't even had his belt as long as Wilder, so Wilder has something more of a leg to stand on.
Absolutely. And it's just more people want to see that fight.
People want to see that fight.
They want to see that fight. It's more stock invested. He's been a champion longer. It's a better match. It's just everything about it. It's just, I'm glad. Well, there's still a whole lot of debating about the money thing with him and Wilder or whatever, but I hope that doesn't make this fight not happen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I really feel like now that this fight is going to be made, that's one more belt for Joshua if he wins. While they're settling that fight, Wilder, he's going to be taking on Luis Ortiz in like March, like late March. So this should really be like the last build-up fight for him.
That's what he said. He said Parker and then Wilder next year. So we'll see though, man.
Yeah, because if they go ahead and do this fight, after that, they might as well go ahead and settle it sometime this year. I don't care when it happens in 2018, as long as it happens, because.
And plus, there's nothing else after that, dude.
There's
nobody really, you do got Tyson Fury hanging out in the balance, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's doing his thing or whatever, but that's still nothing out there for either fighter except for each other.
No, it's not, because all 5 belts are going to be in their hands. And there hasn't been a heavyweight champion in history with all 5 belts. So that right there should tell you, hey, that's the main fight we need.
Come on, man, yeah.
Because I don't know if we should do an episode on this, but yeah, like when you bring Tyson Fury up, how much of a lineal champion is he really? I mean, a guy that he's been out of the game 2 years.
Yeah.
And
I didn't. They're still considering him.
They're still considering.
I didn't know he was still considering.
They say if he comes back, he's gonna be considered the best heavyweight. But like I said, you've been out 2 years and you didn't defend the heavyweight crown.
Right.
Didn't
defend it. Went to rehab, drug, all kinds of.
And I mean, a lot of people overlook that, but they find something to hate Wilder about.
Absolutely.
And I mean, Wilder's still in the game, so.
Right. Just the politics,
It's just politics, man.
Bull crap. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I had no idea he was still lineal champion. He could come in and slide right back in position like that.
That's what they say, man. They say that he's still considered the best, and if he comes back, he's going to be in the top 5. But I mean, after 2 years off, your stock lowers,
And man, that's why, shout out to Deontay Wilder, man, because I'm just rooting for this guy so much, because he just the underdog.
He's got so much
you know
against
what I'm saying?
him, and he's still in it.
And he's still in it. He happy. He ain't complaining about it, really. He just going out here and performing, letting his hands do the talking for him, man. And I'm just really pulling for this guy. I mean, like you said, and he could be the first heavyweight in history with 5 belts. I mean, come on, I'm pulling for that, man. So, shout out to Deontay Wilder, man.
It just seems like even whenever Wilder tried to show interest in fighting Joseph Parker, they still couldn't get that fight made. But everybody knows that AJ is a cash cow. And no matter how much of a percentage you take, you still stand to make a decent amount of money.
Absolutely. That's why I say it's nothing for Parker to take the shorter end. It's still stand to make a lot of money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But for Joshua and his team to say something like, oh, he's being a lot more, easy to deal with because he's taking less money while Wilder was 50-50. Wilder deserves 50-50 to me. He deserves 50-50 because he's the heavyweight champion here.
Right.
And that Joshua's a heavyweight champion over there. So he has something else you want.
And the thing about it, to be honest, Anthony Joshua don't deserve 50. Only reason he does is because he brings that money to the table. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want to look on paper, Wilder has been the more impressive fighter. I mean, I'm sorry to say. I mean, he could be the one saying I want the bigger chunk, but because of the politics and being from the UK and him drawing that fan base and that money, he's the A-side because of that, not because of his fighting skills.
Yeah.
He's the A-side because of his
everything besides skills.
Yeah. So that's what my point, what I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
But that's crazy how when people look at Wilder, it's about skills then. And then after
everything, it got to be skills.
It's got to be skills.
His balance, his wild punches, all this stuff. But AJ can get away with murder.
AJ gets away with it. Cause
he's great. Oh, man, this is that. And I mean, I'm a fan of AJ. I'm not knocking him. I'm a straight shooter. I'm calling it how I see it.
Yeah, because I'm the same way. Like, I'm a fan of what he does because he brings knockouts. And I like knockouts. But if you ask me where he stands skill-wise, he's still growing skill-wise.
Yeah, I'm about to say, as of today, it's work to be done. You know what I mean? It's a work in progress. He's not a complete fighter yet.
And it's not just us saying that. It was a Klitschko fight that said it,
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a Klitschko. It was the actual fight that said it. I'm just calling it.
Absolutely. And a few other fights. There's been a few other things where people were exposed. The Dylan White fight, he got hurt real bad. And that exposed some things about him because people headhunting with him now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are.
So, he's a work in progress. I mean, Wilder's a work in progress. Neither one of these guys are at their pinnacle, but I think Wilder is closer to his pinnacle than AJ. I mean, Wilder's in there. You're seeing flashes of Mark Breland. You're seeing the footwork, the agility, the power, the charisma. You're just seeing it all, man. And
he's more confident in his style.
He's confident.
He's more
in
confident.
his style,
whether people like it or not, or feel it's flawed, he's still more confident in it.
Exactly.
He can still bring it home when it needs to be. So, but yeah. Joshua Parker, like I said, if it does take place in March or April, I'll be happy with that. Knock one more champion out the loop.
Yeah.
And Wilder gets past Ortiz. There's no more excuses.
There's nothing.
There's no other name, no Dillian White, throw him in, no Tyson Fury either. Right. Tyson Fury stated he wanted to come back by April, have a comeback fight, but he need to stand aside and let the guys who carry the belts fight.
Right, he can get the winner of that.
If he looks good in his comeback.
Looks good, and he takes this seriously this time and commits himself, I mean, maybe he can get the winner of it. Maybe he get this loser.
Like I said, I know a lot of people going to dislike that, but that's where I stand with Tyson Fury. He's got to prove something. When you've been out of the game for 2 years, you got to prove you want it. Especially the way you fell off, That's just real.
Yeah. I mean, he got one big win, dude. He got one
big win, and he's been riding that. He's rode it enough.
Man, sucker rode it to the ground. Wheels fell off, man.
Still riding it, man. But Parker, Ortiz, Wilder, Joshua, who else is there?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say we even have to mention Tyson Fury because he is hanging in the balance out there. That's the only other name that's, kind of we could throw in the mix maybe, but the landscape is not really. It's guys on the rise. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about the top guys.
But the top guys
right now.
Those four. Yeah.